welcome to my channel. My name is Eve. This is Everyday Artist, and welcome. And this is Rogue. Say hi, Rogue. Say hi. Hi. She's like, you disturbed me from asleep to make me say hi. You can go back behind me if you want to. All right. No, she wants to lay on my little bed, and she's going to fall off. I'm here to talk to you this week about my stitching, my crochet, my Nashville haul, fabric dyeing, which was less than successful. Just lots of things today. So yeah, I went out this morning and got a Dutch. It's like Starbucks if you're not from here, but in my mind, much better. And they offer way more sugar-free options, and so I have my green Dutch drink, which has tons of caffeine in it. So, okay. What am I talking about today? Oh, I stitched a few more granny squares. I crocheted a few more granny squares. This is the one that was giving me grief. And it kind of looks like the picture, but I'm not sure I did it right. And ask me if I care. I will not be making that again, if I make any again. This one, I don't like the way the back came out, but the flower I think came out beautiful. But I ran out of this color of pink with 2 stitches left to go. And I just blended the threads and made it work where now it shows again, but where it only shows if you put it a certain way. And then last night's was this one. I was also working on a apple blossom one last night, but I've stopped trying to do one every day. They're more complicated. That last one I showed you isn't as complicated, but I'm not going to kill myself over it. I just want to keep doing it and keep doing it because I am slowly going through my yarn. But what helped me go through a lot of yarn was this bag, which I want to use maybe as a market bag, but maybe as a project bag. And this is the strap, the handle, if you will. And it's just single crochet with 3 different colors. I use colors that I used in the bag. And here is the bag. Oh, this is crooked. It doesn't hang crooked normally. I'm just holding it crooked. It's huge. When I started it, I had no idea it was going to be gigantic. But since only about this much of the bag is useful, it's okay that it's big. But I might use it for a project bag. And in that case, I would need to put something inside of it. And somebody had the idea of, instead of lining it with fabric, that I could put something in it like those plastic grocery bags or something. And then when it gets dirty, I could throw it away. That's if I want to use it for produce or something. If I want to use it as a project bag, I am going to have to line it just so that, needles or what have you don't fall out. And when I say as a project bag, I mean as one that I carry from one point to another, not one that I keep stuff in the house. And I have an FFO. I had problems with it, which I will explain. The little beads that I bought, the little wooden color beads, I didn't like the way they looked on there. And I painted them black, and I liked them even less. something white on here, just a second. And I painted these beads, and I accidentally touched the jute thing, so I painted that too. So it's really stiff, but I'm liking the overall look. Now I just need to find some place to hang it. So, Art Deco cross stitching for fun. Oh, and the wolf was Pigeon Coop. And it was called Wolf. This is Art Deco cross stitching for fun. No, Art Deco Winter by Cross Stitching for Fun. My goodness, I've lost my train of thought over and over today. I didn't get a huge start on it. I have the needle in the top so I know where the top is. Just the middle part of the bird. I kept getting distracted by life. And then I keep plugging away little by little at We Do Geek. And definitely the fabric isn't long enough. So I'm going to have to do some finagling. But I got a little bit more. Whoops, this is upside down. I got a little bit more of, and the odds are ever in our favor. And I'm going to ask my son if he wants me to just take off the firefly reference or if he wants me to try to squish everything in. And if he wants me to leave it, I will squish everything in, because I don't know if he's watched Firefly ever. I just know that he liked this. He chose this one. And he read it before he chose it. So it could be, and I don't know if you've looked to see what's represented, but there's Harry Potter, there's fairy tales from Disney, that's the castle from Disney. Star Wars. With the phone booth. Doctor Who. Enterprise. The reference is escaping me, and this one is all the Mockingjay, my goodness. Hunger Games. Oh my gosh. And then, of course, is the Firefly reference, and I only have 5 inches below that, and it's going to need 5.5. So, and that's leaving, this much. It would need 5.5. I don't know how I got my numbers so far messed up. I could have been squishing it all along. When I say squishing it, there's big gaps in between, so I'll ask my son what he wants me to do. I've gone backwards on counting Puddles, Moonlit Moth. I took out all of the moon that I had done, and I had it almost done. And I started on the wings, and when I was starting on the wings, I was like, oh. So I took out all of the moon to try to do it the same way, but I'm having trouble seeing it, I guess is what it is. I know what I want to do, but seeing where I should put the thread in, and I think once I get going, it'll be easier, because you have whole starbursts. But right now, I'm just struggling with it. And I should be starting Narnia, and I'm still working with this. But I want to finish that. I've been plugging away at, and I didn't take out the picture, Red, White, and Bloom, I think it's called. And I try to do 2 or 3 a day. Just keep it going. It doesn't take me that long to do it. It's just trying to decide which one I want to work on and which color. The red and the white will be easier. There's 2 colors of white, and I'll just alternate them. And there's 3 colors of red, and I'll just alternate them. Okay. Let's talk temperature, shall we? This is a wild year for temperatures in the United States, and even more so here. We're breaking records. It's one of the hottest, record-breaking hot here in Arizona. And here is my dog. He's orangey now. If it continues this way, he's going to be the final color of red. I'll have to find more colors of red, dark red. Maybe I'll use purple. So they had the highest temperature recorded in the United States for March, the whole country for March in Yuma, Arizona, which isn't very far from here. We've had temperatures between 101 and 105 every day. So hot. There are more grasshoppers outside than I've seen in ages, because all of a sudden heat after so much rain that we had this fall. So I got my market orders in, except I'm still waiting for my Carter's Garden threads. And there was a freebie by the Blue Flower, and I got that freebie. There's more freebies that are coming to me, but will come with my threads. And I'm showing you, I have the pattern, but here it is. I have a picture of it. And I will be doing that on 1/2 of this. This is cut off of the cross-stitching for fun thing that I dyed. This is 28 count, dyed by myself. And the other half of it, I will use this on this other freebie. This is by, did I say that one was by the Blue Flower? This is by the Stitch Crypt, and it's called Citrus Turtle. And if anybody has this, there was a change to the color key, and you can find it on Xstitch, the Rainbow Facebook group. And it's just changing what symbol goes to what color. Now, here's another freebie. Erica Michaels, the America Berry. But I didn't have any neutrals in the right count. So I looked through the fabrics I have, and I found this one in 32 count. And this is given to me by my friend Vicky. And I think that berry would look beautiful on this color. It won't use the whole piece of fabric. I'm hoping that it leaves enough of the fabric that I can have more of it, enough of it left for some other project. And then I got in Beachcomber, and I only had a couple of the threads, so I went to the attic, I bought more. They didn't have all of them, but I'll just use the DMC alternatives. I was going to use the DMC alternatives, but I was at the attic anyway because my sister wanted to go to the attic. So, again, I didn't have an appropriate neutral. And I found this, also given to me by my friend Vicky. This is a 14 count Ada. And I dunked it, there's a little spot, oh well. I dunked it a couple of times just to give it a little bit of modeling, but it's basically the color it was. So I'll be doing it on that. And then fine frog stitching, crescent crab. This Beneath Waves really got me. I love ocean stuff. Counting Puddles, bubble seahorse. I hope I can do the specialty stitches better than I'm doing on Moonlit Moth. Stitchy Prose, anchored tails. And when my son was very young, I got a zoo membership to the Albuquerque Biopark. And that membership includes the aquarium and the botanical gardens. So we would go, if I was in town for anything with him, we would go. We'd go for 30 minutes, we'd go for an hour. Because when you have a membership and you can just walk in, then you don't need to stay there and see the whole zoo. So one time we would go see the flamingos, and the next time we'd go see the rainforest, and the next time we'd go see, something else, or we'd go to the aquarium. He loved the aquarium because they had those those huge giant walls where you could watch them all swimming around. And one of them actually went into the, you could see it from the little cafe, and you could watch the aquarium, the big main part of the aquarium while you were eating. So it was really pleasant to go there. But they had little smaller rooms, where you could see jellyfish up close, or you could see different things, and they had seahorses. And I grew to just really love going to see, they're so little, And so I'm going to love working on this. That's why I got the other seahorse too. But I really like the way this one is with the little seaweed that they're holding on to. And then this is also Stitchy Prose. If I didn't say that one, it was Stitchy Prose. Tentacles Below. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. Octopus. Aren't octopus neat? Octopi? I don't know. How do you say more than one octopus? I love it. I just love sea things. These little eyeballs. Look at his eyeballs. So I dyed some fabric. This is 28 count even weave. It doesn't have a lot of modeling on the whole thing. So it's enough to do all four. This one is the least modeled of all of them, so I'll have to decide which one gets what modeling. I think the more intricate one will get the least amount of modeling. And then I got Goose on the Loose, of course. I love these big awesome produce. Not that I've finished any of them. This is a carrot, not a berry. Look at those. I thought they were roller skates when I first saw it, and they're galoshes. And a little duck. So cute. So I have more of the 20 count fabric, but I didn't have any in the right size. And I had some 11 count fabric, which 20 count and 10 count are the same, 11 count was close. So I dyed it, but I only had cocoa brown, and it came out too red. So when I was at the attic, I bought more of this 10 count Tula. So I'll be doing it on that. And I bought threads to go with it. Again, they didn't have all of them, but since I'm not doing it anytime soon, because I told myself I have to finish at least one, either the berry or the I want to say pumpkin, but it's Murder in the Garden. I want to finish one of those before I start a new one. And lastly, I got Counting Puddles Raven. No, not Raven. It's called Raven's Harvest Moon. I fell in love with this. Again, Counting Puddles. She loves the specialty stitches. And this sample is on 16 count chalkboard Aida, and I have 16 count Aida, so I tried dyeing it and neither one came out the right color. That is charcoal gray, and this is pearl gray, and they are charcoal and they are pearl, but they're just not dark enough. So I'm going to redunk one of these fabrics and try to get it a darker color. It doesn't need to be black-ish. I have black that would fit, but I want it closer to the color in the picture. It needs to certainly be dark enough for the white to show up, but I don't know when I'm starting that, so I'm not really, I was dyeing fabric anyway, so I dyed that and it didn't come out very well, so I will try some more. I will redunk it. And that's everything. I feel like I was racing through things, and I didn't mean to be, but I was like, I have a lot, I need to get through it. So those are my market orders except for my threads, and I'm waiting for my threads. I ordered them from Stephanie because I before I decided to buy them, because I was going to use the DMC alternatives. Before I decided to buy them, I missed the deadline on. I ordered them from Lindy Stitches. And so she's just one person trying to get all those things out. And I have plenty to stitch. So even though I'm like, I want to start them, I'm not going to stress about it. I keep looking, I keep hoping, I keep waiting, but I have plenty to stitch, and I'm not going to bother her about it. Maybe she's waiting for threads to come from Australia. She hasn't said so. She just, maybe I'm at, she's doing them in the order that they came in or something. I don't know. So I'm not gonna really stress about it. I've gotten emails from her, so I know she's on it, and we'll see. I'll let you know when I get them. So now I needed to go ahead and get new stitching bags because I don't have enough bags for all my projects, and I haven't done any, I may during the summer, I don't know. I haven't done a whip parade because I have so many, and I don't care that I have a lot of whips. Thank you for picking that up. Dog had garbage in her mouth. Red, white, and bloom. That's what the flag is called. Red, white, and bloom. So, I watched the whip parade for just the spring whips on Unfinished Stitches, and I was like, well, maybe I could do a whip parade like that, you know, have them divided like that. I did a whip parade with just the ones I was going to be working on that year, but then I added more whips, so that didn't work. So I have a lot of, I needed more project bags, so I'm waiting for them to come in. They're coming in today. So I'm going to have to divide up how I want things, and I'm going to be rearranging some of my projects, because I don't have a project bag for every project. I have too many projects. I put like projects, you know, that share the same threads or share the same something in a bag. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you for listening, and I will see you in a week. Bye.